I was so here for Whitney getting Lisa together at the start of the episode. It's about time, because we know that Whitney don't really fuck with Lisa. To be honest with you, I don't think anybody but Angie at this point really fucks with Lisa for real. I think they just don't have the energy to go back and forth with her, because really, who does? But really and truly, this episode demonstrated that it really doesn't matter what tactic you try with Lisa. She's gonna do the exact same thing anyway. She's gonna scream, she's gonna have a temper tantrum, she's gonna talk over you, and she's not gonna listen. So you might as well tell her to suck your dick. Did any of these women read Heather's book? I think it's kind of rude that none of them can be bothered to at least read a few chapters to have enough to quote and act like you read it. When she said Mary Cosby had chairs from Whoville, I really hollered. I think it's so hilarious that Mary always acts so innocent when she's arguing with people about shit that she's done. And it's like she's talking to us, the audience, like we haven't been watching her and know exactly what she's like. Also, I know Mary's a fan favorite, but to me, she's a waste of screen time. I don't feel like she's that entertaining just because she's kooky and bitchy. And to be honest, if she's not going to talk about her cult church, I'm really not that interested. Meredith is the epitome of a bored, rich housewife. She just be doing shit, just walking around her blazers, just doing random shit. Like, who is really listening to her and Seth's podcast? Who just goes about their day and thinks, I wonder what Meredith and Seth think about such and such. But when Seth was talking about the fact that at one point he thought that there was no other role of a husband other than to provide financially, like when the kids needed help with their homework, he weren't there. When Meredith needed him for anything else that weren't money, he weren't there. It's just honestly crazy to me that there's still so many men that feel like it's not up to them to do anything else but provide financial aid. Like marriage isn't a partnership. But if he's improved a lot in that area, then it makes total sense why him and Meredith's relationship has done such a drastic turnaround since the first season. Now, we all know Lisa's a crazy bitch. I personally think that it's astounding that one person can possess so many negative traits, but Angie really needs to get a grip. I just don't understand it. Angie's a grown woman with several businesses and children, or a child. I don't remember how many kids she has. But how can you, as a grown-ass woman, sit there in your house and allow Lisa to talk to you like some dickhead? Seriously. Especially over something like who you choose to be friends with. She doesn't even have to go about it the confrontational route. Just tell her, I'm friends with Monica because I'm a grown-ass woman and I can be friends with whoever I like. What's she gonna do? Scream. Let her scream then. Let her sit there and make a fool of herself like she always does. I just think the worst thing you could do with people like Lisa is pander to their emotions too much, because then you'll get into a place where they'll think that you're their bitch, like she's doing with Angie right now. Furthermore, you will run yourself ragged trying to pander to an insane person's emotions, because their emotions don't make any sense.